Welcome to my tarot card reading for June 2017. And this is Manu Tarot. Remember, this is a general reading for tendencies, general tendencies, politically, socially, financially, around the world. We have here the outcast, Elegua, and Oshumare. Elegua, the one that is at the crossroads, the one that sees what is going to happen before it happens. Notice that is the only one in the upright position. Oshumare, that if you can, let me make it closer. Okay. He has a rainbow, the sun, and the moon. This is all about balance. This is about harmony. This is about homeostasis. This is about yin and yang. This is balance. He is the messenger. And here what we have is all the opposite. What we have here is, in this way, we have peace. If you remember the rainbow in the Bible, and its association. And then here we have the opposite of everything that we have said. We have war, we have lack of peace, we have chaos, disorder, that kind of dynamic. And then here the outcast is talking about decisions that have been made, that have been taken, and are leading into this kind of dynamic during this month. And that's what technically the tarot cards are talking about. We have here Mercury, Virgo, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Hangman, Pisces, Water, Neptune, Cancer. Notice the big emphasis on water element. Neptune, that is also part of a water element, is emphasized here. But notice that this is water element, so it's all about things that are beneath the surface, things that we don't see, we don't understand. There is a saying, there's a proverb, if you can call it like that, that says that only Olokun and Olofi know what is under the ocean. So in other words, there's many things that are beyond what we can see and understand or comprehend. There's a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes that we're not aware, and that's the emphasis that the tarot cards are giving here. Okay, then we have Mercury, Virgo. This is about investigation, analysis, research. But when we put them together, what we have here is research and analysis that is veering toward something that is hidden. We have to remember that Neptune is also related with the underworld, house number 12 also. So we're talking about, I'm going to use the word mafia because probably conveys the word that I'm looking for. This is like mafia or mafia-like stuff. And this is all related. We might be hearing about investigation of things that are hidden, occult, or whatever it's pronounced. Information that is sounds like it's going to be public, and it's going to create a lot of chaos. That's technically what it is, and it has ties with, I would say, the underworld. There's a lot of secrets here. Okay, this is a big major scandal technically in the brewing, and everything is going to blow up during this month. Okay. Then here we have the rest of the reading for the month of June, I'm sorry. And then we have the Magician. And you see, the Magician has a connection with higher levels of consciousness, if we can call it like that, with other worlds. And now it's upside down, it's disconnected. There's no connection. Things are stagnant, they're not moving. Okay, and that's what we're going to start seeing. There is stagnation here. Nothing is moving, and that's why the tarot card here are talking about chaos. Okay, chaos is the right word that I can use. That really conveys the idea of the tarot cards. It's about something that is turning chaotic. So politically and financially, we should start expecting things to get stagnant. Financially, stagnation. Things are not moving as intended. Okay? Politically, we're going to start seeing things are building up. Things are not working properly. Accumulation, the energy is not flowing, so the energy is accumulating and is building up and keeps building up, and eventually the bubble is going to burst. And that's what this tarot card is all about. Politically, financially, the bubble burst, technically speaking. The first week, the tarot card is all about disruption, if you can call it like that. It's about divorce, if you can call it like that. Politically, it means that ties with allies are going to be affected or impacted negatively with all this mess. Okay, negatively impacted. There's going to be a negative impact. Financially, it means that imports and exports are going to suffer. That relationship between nations is going to be affected. Business partners, that's what I'm talking about, is going to be affected negatively. By the second week, what we have here is notice, let's start with this. Notice that we have a guy and his head is covered, is bandaged, and he's like looking towards the other staff that are standing. So he has been injured, he's in pain, he's suffering. So we could say that he's scared at this point because he was hurt. Now you look around, there's no one there, but the person is in a defensive mode. Okay, so everyone is an enemy for him, so he has to be vigilant. So what we have here is the enactment of laws that are protectionist in nature, politically and financially. Financially, it means that a war in currency, again, is the main topic during this week and during the month. It also means that more laws are going to be enacted to protect, quote unquote, the citizens. Okay? More laws are going to be enacted with the idea of protecting the citizens. Okay? But notice that there's no one there in the car. So this enemy is kind of imaginary. Then we have here the Chariot. And the Chariot is in an upside down position. Here things get out of hand. Or like people say in the United States, hell break loose. So that's technically what happens in this month, this week especially. Okay, things get out of hand, get out of control. You cannot keep controlling and manipulating things. That's why I said that here, things that are being kept in secret eventually will surface, because this card is insinuating that things get out of hand. You cannot keep hiding things. Okay, you cannot keep hiding anything, and then a lot of stuff related with politicians are going to emerge. There's going to be investigation that is going to show the level of corruption, because that's the right word, that many politicians are involved. Okay, banks, financial institutions are also going to experience that. Okay, so that's what we can expect during the month of June, especially the third week. By the last week, we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, Sagittarius, for me means Sagittarius. House number 9 related with laws, therefore related with judges, with lawyers, with judge. House number 9 related with traveling abroad, therefore immigration. So again, we have here laws that are going to be enacted for protection, or at least that's what it looks like, or we're going to be told. And not only that, we also have to see that laws are going to be enacted that some way or somehow are going to impact immigration. And that's something that has been going on. The question is, what is new that is going to impact even more immigration? We also have to consider, because it's traveling, we have to consider the impact that these laws will have on tourism. Okay, we have to pay attention to that. I won't be surprised if by this week we get a report of how immigration and tourism has been impacted by the enactment of these protectionist laws. Okay, I won't be surprised. Okay, we have to keep in mind this, the Chariot and the Three of Cups, which is letting us know that all this situation, like I said, is going to get out of hand and is going to impact our relationship. When I say our, I'm just think of Europe, United States, Mexico, and many other countries. How is going to impact their diplomatic ties, because it sounds like that is going to be affected. Okay, this is all about, remember, Mercury is about also expression, expressing what you feel, what you think, etc., etc., especially when Virgo is there. But we have house number 12 here, Pisces, Neptune. So this is all about losing certain civil rights just on the sake of being safe. Okay, we have to keep that in mind. That is going to happen during the second week of June. Okay, we also have to remember Mercury, Neptune is also about propaganda, and not only propaganda, is also about manipulation and control. Okay, mind control, brainwashing, whatever you want to call it, is also contemplated here. So we have to keep all that stuff in mind, and notice that technically all the cards are upside down. So don't expect a great performance of the markets. I would say expect the markets to start shaking, crash, probably not in a dramatic way, but it's I won't be surprised if there is a crash, or if finally the bubble bursts. There's going to be talks about depression, recession, so be ready for those words to emerge again during this month. Okay, and major indices related with economy performance of countries are going to start emerging, showing a negative outlook. Also expect major indices that measure how the economy is doing. Expect them to come with a gloomy message. Okay, and that's more or less that I have for you for June 2017. Until the next one.